Give me a couple seconds and now I'll get ready. Oh, hello. That's not YouTube. That's still not YouTube. There we go. I have a couple app icons that look similar right next to each other on my phone. Bum, 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 bum. I also like it now when I go to share my stream. I can share it in like an announcement post on my channel, which is interesting. Though at the same time, like I feel like when that just show up in the subscription, I think live streams show up at the top of these subscriptions to somebody. So would that show up more than just a channel announcement? Like you have to be looking something a little bit more special there for that. Go ahead and publish this. Still a little bit sinusy, but I'm not feeling too bad right now. Okay. Let's people hop on in here before we start really diving into it. Honestly, completely surprised today that we're having Ghostbusters. I thought that was a possibility they could do. I'm like, I don't know, Ghostbusters is kind of Halloween-y too, so I could maybe see doing it then. Didn't think they were going to just kind of drop it to... Ooh, that's real nice. They were just going to drop it today, especially with it not being on the calendar or nothing. Sure, go continue. Continue my voice loops right now. I want to get lots more of him soon. Honestly, feel kind of safe right now, spending my gems here with what we have coming up. But yeah, I do have the calendar. With it being Halloween, having to do work and stuff today, didn't really have time to make a video on it, so I'm decided I'm just going to do just a stream. We'll just do this today. Also, I guess people getting in here. We'll go ahead and read some of the inbox stuff. Okay, that's good. This wasn't. I have logged in today. This wasn't here earlier. kind of interesting. Like I said, 11-1, but it's not 11-1 yet for me. Interesting. Very interesting. Also, like I said, it's 11-1, but it's a Halloween gem set. We're gonna grab that. Here we go. The next few days of sailing passed without incident. On the evening of the third day, while sitting in the cabin, they heard the words that they'd been waiting to hear for a long time. "Land ho!" shouted Sergeant Ernest from deep within his chest. Okay. "Prepare for mooring," ordered Captain Neo. The island was very close. The dark land had even a larger and older-looking trees and ruinous forest. They stood so close together that no sunbeam could squeeze through the entwined branches. Not a single bird was chirping, not a whisper wind was blowing. "The extinct volcano is our place," said Mallock. "Hurry up. The ritual must be performed tonight." That's a good assortment of stuff. Really like that thing. Like, I already looked at this today. 50 gems, 5,000 scrolls, 5 basil tiles, 5 willer tiles, 5 zombie tiles, 5 spooky goat tiles. So kind of all, I guess these two are definitely more meh. Good for the newer player. I mean, hey, helps get the master store fig along. It is event exclusive, so helps you a decent bit there. Friday Nights, good. Monster Butlers, good. Ruiners, good. I think 50,000 of that. And a unique avatar. I mean, hey, nothing too special, but I honestly like it. I won't say no to these rewards. There we go. But, yeah, we got the calendar. Excuse me. Got the calendar, and of course, you know, it's like mostly old stuff. Excuse me. There you go, I think I got that. Though it is interesting because we didn't have the Ghostbusters on last month's calendar. Honestly, kind of surprised they didn't go and put that one on there. But of course, we got Alumni Days at the very beginning, October 28th, November 9th. And then we have Ghosts and Garmadons Part 1, October 31st, November 12th. I mean, of course, that's probably all already known. Although, I mean, Ghostbusters is definitely a new thing. So we have that. And then we have from November 11th, November 23rd, so lasting, I guess, kind of 12 full days. We have, let me double check. The 11th to 23rd. That will be from a Friday to Wednesday. That's what it normally had been, but just want to double check that. So you have that. I guess I can show this off. Why not? So you have that, and then we have probably the most interesting thing is November 14th. So Monday after the collectibles journey starts on the 11th. On the 14th we have the Your Majesty, the Master Wu the Magisto Master event lasts from the 14th to the 23rd. So down here, so it ends on the same day as Collectibles Journey, and that is the one where you're going to be needing collectibles to get tiles for Magisto, and I believe if you have completed all of the achievements, you would need to complete up to the last node, the one that requires 7-star collectibles to be able to beat that. So we have that one, and then for the end of the month, from the 25th down to the 25th, yeah, from the 25th to December 7th. So, that's 12 days again. We have the Tyranny of Justice Brick Pace event. So we have this month is collectibles, and then we have the get rid of the calendar. You have the collectibles Then you have the the Magisto Master event, and then you're going to be having pirates again. Hey, Black Ninja. Getting back seems good. Time to get chilly. Happy Halloween. Was just minimize out the chat so I could read over that. Dressed up as Spider-Man, Miles Morales, neat. You watched the movie in school today, neat. Tyranny of Justice. Yeah, we're having Tyranny of Justice again. Which is interesting. I was kind of surprised. We already had it fairly recently. So Tyranny of Justice is getting a rerun. Kind of soon. I don't think it's going to be getting up. I mean, I would be very surprised if they did update that one. I mean, the only thing I could really think is maybe they could shove in like King Kahuna. I don't think that's going to be updated. I think they're going to be waiting until Christmas for the next update. Probably the next update is going to be Christmas. But I am kind of surprised we're getting that one again, frankly, so soon. Also, I'll let you know when I did this. I forgot to even use my my Ghostbusters energy. So we are having that, which was ran pretty recently. So we have that. Though other information I do have, which I guess is already kind of mostly known now, is we are going to have Chili as the login. But let me read my quote again. Login is Chili costumed fan. Tournament is Chili costumed fan, and a bit later is Mr. Gold. I asked them what would be the tournament rotation, because I'm like, I don't know, it could be Mr. Gold, but I'm like, I don't know, they might swap it to something else. We are going to be getting Mr. Gold. She didn't tell me the dates for it, though honestly, I feel like we're probably going to have one more week of Chili, and then maybe 3 weeks of Mr. Gold, something like that. I feel like they're going about 3 more weeks, so about 3 weeks now, which honestly is kind of a decent rotation. I mean, more weeks of a good fig would be better, but if it's a fig you don't care about, having it for 5 weeks is kind of meh. But we are going to be having Gold. Also, I can see Gold maybe lasting a little bit shorter, kind of. Honestly, it feels like the more desirable figs get a little bit of a shorter run than some other ones. But, so Mr. Gold is confirmed to be running sometime this month. Catching up on that, you haven't gone trick-or-treating yet. We just came in from handing out candy. In fact, they didn't fix non-surge. She's useless without that. I mean, they could. I mean, apparently it was a hot fix sometime today, or it's coming sometime soon. I kind of thought we might get Ghostbusters, but with them not being on the calendar, I didn't think they would hide the Ghostbusters from us. So I am kind of interested that we did get it. Happy when we got it, because like, it's not really one that anybody I don't think really cares for. So getting it being run at the same time as something else, and it's Halloween, kind of fits. Also, I now have the stuff to go ahead and build him. Let's go ahead and assemble my boy Fright Night. Apparently we skipped the animation because I clicked again because I didn't think it registered. Excellent. Really what? Does these just build animations? But yeah. So we have him. Well, I have him now. So whenever we get the money back, we start doing that. I'm hoping that means he actually shows up on like who needs gear. Because I really want to know who all needs what gear, but not like enough to actually like look it up properly. Still gonna be kind of lazy about it. So we go ahead and grab all this stuff, and we'll go ahead and start with some Brix Expedition. So if anybody wasn't here for that, just I guess just ask me in chat. I can repeat the information. But we're having Collectibles Journey, the Magisto Master event, starting like, what was it, the 11th, and then I think the 13th for the Magisto Master event or something like that. Then after that one ends, we're having we're having the Tyranny of Justice event rerun. Also catching up on this. We're testing double events again, yeah. Which they had asked them before if they were planning on maybe doing some more double events, and they said not really. They were just kind of testing out with Ghostbusters. Though maybe that test went good, though Ghostbusters might be one of the few ones they'll kind of do it with. Ghostbusters, I guess, kind of can't really be updated, at least compared to some of the other events. And there's not really, I guess, more money to be made. Most of the other events that were really kind of old have been, if I remember correctly, updated somewhat recently. So all of them kind of have reasons to maybe be ran again. I thought maybe they might run some older events at the same time as some newer ones, so they could still let those be run, so newer players can kind of catch up, but still be running the more profitable ones. But I guess all of them are profitable. My mouth's kind of dry. Profitable enough now that I guess they don't really have to really worry about that. But maybe we might get some other double ones run soon. You have 55 chili towels. You got second place last week. Nice. I thought I had like 5 towels, but I think somebody knocked me back down and I got 4. Also, I guess this means we're probably going to be getting Slimer sometime this month. Although, honestly, we might have 3 master events running this month, because they normally run Slimer at the same time as Ghostbusters, so I could see that being likely, even though that is off the calendar. And I can post the calendar on Discord later tonight, when I think officially becomes November. Because then one actually showed off, I think they want it reposted. So we're going to have that. Possibly, we know for sure we're having the Magisto Master event. And with Tyranny of Justice being rerun, I think there's a good chance we might have the Imperial All-Star as well. So we might actually have 3 All-Stars ran this month. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, you bought the 1 to 5 tile bags and kept pulling Monster Butler. Nice. Bought him in the event store and now have him unlocked. I saw you posted that you had unlocked him. Level them up, and Jestro for money bags. Look forward to leveling them up myself. I would say probably a Neo to go ahead and start working on the other things later in the event. Nonsuch, I don't know if he's actually going to get fixed anytime soon. I think you have him at 6 stars. I think you have Ernest at 6 stars. Honestly, Ernest is probably the best one of that bunch to go ahead to get to 7 stars, because I think he is the most useful out of all of them, especially with a bunch of different team comps. So I think he's probably the best one to 7 star. Though I guess also depends if you've completed all of the Imperial All-Star or not. Like maybe Welcome Whatever you need to go ahead and do that last node of that. All I know is Tyranny of Justice is listed on the thing. I don't get if it's new or not. I don't get that information, especially not on the calendar. So quite under-leveled for his last node. But you don't care, because you don't even use him at this rate. About Basil being the login reward. Allison, not saying like going for Woo, I meant going for Gorwell, getting the Gorwell, the Imperial All-Star. Not for the Woo, which I guess we also have the Woo Master event. Sorry, I said 3 Master events. All-Star and 2 Master events. I think I put them similar though. An All-Star is just kind of a lootable Master event, more or less. At least that's kind of how I view it. So for anybody who just got here and wants to know, we have Collectibles Journey is the next event. Then we're having the Magisto Master event. The new Master event, which needs collectibles, at least according to the data mines. And I think I asked Tiny like a month or 2 ago about it, and he said that is correct. It will need collectibles, which I mean is funny with Collectibles Journey, so that kind of makes sense. Only thing I can see is maybe they could do costumed. That one looks fairly easy. The last couple notes will be kind of hard. Though they could have been updated to add in the new stuff. Trying to see if I can figure that out. Then after that, we're getting Tyranny of Justice being reran. And then also after the Chili costumed fan rotates off of tournaments, we're getting Mr. Gold as a tournament reward. So Mr. Gold is next for tournaments. It doesn't rely on health and defense, and therefore just as powerful at 6 stars. Yeah, I don't know. You only have 4 Imperials at 6 stars. I might just say work on maybe who could like go ahead and get somebody else a 6 star for that. Honestly, hope Holiday Break is next month. I figured Holiday Break, with it being delayed this much, is going to be run for Christmas, or at least around Christmas. Is probably going to be whatever event they're going to be updating around that time, I would have to assume. I mean, we could be wrong. I think a lot of people thought Malicious Malice, or at least a new event, was going to be done, which I mean, I guess makes sense. They didn't show Alumni Days being run again, because that would have been very kind of, might would cause a little bit of a stink. Because that was my main reason to think it was going to be a new event, is because they left it off of the calendar, which made me think it was going to be something new, because they would want to wait to announce something new until closer to that. Also, I'm going to change the music. I don't know if the Pikmin soundtrack is it's doing it for me. Pikmin, let's go back to Off the Hook, why not? But so I feel like that's probably going to be it, that they could update something else. Although I feel like they're going to probably have to at least run that, maybe if it's a double event. What are we going to get? Got some skateboards. Didn't I need those skateboards? No. Excellent. Backpacks. Nope, none of the new characters. Dynamites. Any of the new characters, please? Maybe like Friday Night or somebody? Okay. Yeah, we'll get something useful there. But yeah, I feel like Holiday Break is basically locked in for whenever December comes around, probably around Christmas. So I guess the biggest thing there will be actually looking to see what's the event we get between Tyranny of Justice and Holiday Break. I mean, I guess it could be another event that's going to be updated maybe for Christmas. I guess there might not even be a Christmas update, but I feel like they would probably work hard to try to make sure there is one. So maybe that could be the first half of the month, and then the second half of the month could be a new something or something else getting updated. That's just pure speculation, not saying it's going to be either way. But I think we know for sure Holiday Break has to run next month. Unless there's something majorly bugged about Holiday Break that's preventing them from running it, I feel like it has to be starting to run soon. This needed for anybody useful? You want to get your Santa up higher because he isn't good enough? Yeah, he still dies pretty fast for me. I'd like to get my Santa to 7 stars as well, at least even 6 stars. Let me just get him up higher. Got a Grand Helmet, nice. Only Bud and Locust use it. Bob might be useful for some pirate stuff. I mean, I guess Mary counts as a healer if you get, although you don't have Mary. So if there's any like pirate stuff for like the anniversary, you'll probably be using him. So it might be worth it. I mean, maybe you could save it, though some of the stuff are not really giving some of these gear to some of the new people. So I don't know if it's always like the best to save. Imagine having Vinkman costs more than Fright Night. I think it might cost like 25 though, so I guess it is better, but still 25 Vinkman or 10 Fright Night. I think that's Fright Night is way worth it, way more. Just like I said, if there's anything else very interesting new in the store. But for anybody who is joining in, the new stuff is we're having Collectibles Journey, the Magister Master event, Tyranny of Justice. Those are the events for this upcoming month. Nothing shown for the Slimer Master event, the Woo Master event, though those are both likely, but also the Imperial All-Star, I'd say, is also probably likely. They don't always stick those on the calendar. The Magister Master event is new though, so that one's, we know for sure. And then after Chili Girl finishes her run for tournaments, don't have an exact timeline for that. I kind of feel like maybe after this time, maybe one more, we're gonna get Mr. Gold running. Double check on chat. Okay, yeah. Okay. I have to maybe go ahead and just straight up buy him to go ahead and have him unlock. Maybe start working more towards U5 so I can go ahead and start moving on to the other nodes. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Well, I'll go ahead and do one purchase because we get like some more rewards of him soon. And then we'll go ahead and buy some more of him. I think we're gonna get at least maybe 3 more tiles for it finishes. Why does Jack talk like everything so literal? That's his character decided to go for him. I don't think I'm typically stop buying him in the store, but I don't think I'm gonna really be ever looting him anytime soon from his event. Might be worth it to do. Well, let's see, what do we have in here? I guess I'll buy you. Getting you up high in case we have like some magical event coming out, something. Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me. None of those characters are really great. I guess Egon's kind of the best, but there's so many better techie characters I'd rather use. So many more that I have like more stuff invested in. You don't have Corn Max, but you don't care. He just needs the stuff in order to function properly. It's just, I know some people have used him as a good attack. I've had some run-ins with him in tournaments. He is still pretty decently strong. You know, stick him on like the right team and everything. Not too bad of a thing. I think it would be nice to get a little bit higher, but like there's just so much better stuff later on in that event that I just probably should go for instead. Okay, some decent stuff. Yeah. Sure, why not? So yeah, there we go. Oh, needs new stuff, okay. I think he still does at least okay-ish enough on his own. We go ahead and grab a bunch of these. We spent a decent bit in here. Not that. I think we go to Ghostbusters event spender. Also, I have a time quest. This one to use Basil. There's also Elite Champion here. I'm not going to this part of it. But to use Ghostbusters and Brix TQs. So we're going to break out that Ghostbusters spooky hybrid team. Might be kind of fun. But if anybody wants to hear what the calendar stuff is again, just feel free to ask. Also, before I forget, let's go ahead and register for the next run of this. What was that terrible team I tried using Brix TQs? I still haven't saved. No, I deleted my terrible Ghostbusters Spooky Army hybrid team. Oh well, let's make a new combo, whatever thing. But we're gonna go with Basil, Willa, and I don't know, Skeleton. go for more attack, I guess. That'd be kind of fun. Although, I mean, honestly, I could do maybe ditch Slimer. Slimer's not, I don't think, as good as maybe as you. I don't know, this might be... He's just there. Sure, I'm going to save you. Not that challenges, sure. Have an easy team. Have fun for the last week of Chile. Let's go ahead and get into some expedition. I think my team is split though, so I'm not gonna have anything. Can't do like the builders or the other thing. We have a couple maps to do, so that'll be good. That's fun using my latest. Why is it not on here? Oh, I saved it. Okay. I guess I'll remake that team. Been using, I did a little bit of stuff with Ninjago for the recent tournaments. It was kind of fun. Though I ran into a map, an easy fight, facing, oh, what's his name? Magisto, and he got the Hardy Bug, and nobody on Ninjago could cleanse it, so I lost that fight because I couldn't kill him. Super fun. I'd love them to actually fix that, or maybe give more people a means of clearing it. But yeah, that was kind of annoying. I'm gonna actually save you challenges. So he likes so much RNG for his abilities. Yeah, also I tried to use them a bit this tournament. I said I'm on the Spooky Army team, like that should be an easy fight. Looked back and the Spooky Army had killed everybody somehow. Although of course I looked back one time like, hey, Andreas is dead. That's a little bit unfortunate, but I'm like, oh, that's not too big of a deal. But then I looked at it again, and Alan went to revive as soon as after that happened. Of course, he failed at reviving him. We're like, okay, cool, sure. Enemies Alan's always basically revive after the first time I killed somebody. And then, if I look back later, I think Malak's ult killed 3 more people, including Alan, and of course he didn't come back, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna exit on out of this one. Wasn't fun. I thought I made a new team and then clicked save team. Because I remember clicking on the challenge. I changed it from arena to challenges. Okay, this one's a little bit tougher. Also, I know they said they didn't need it at this time, but I think I am still going to try to make a couple of new teams to possibly stick in Expedition. I'd like to make some teams that use some of the newer fix. I mean, I'm also curious that I could be full of save teams. I do have a lot of save teams I need to probably delete because I've used them for challenges like this. So let's go to them real quick. Should be an easy enough one to beat here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to make a couple different ones. I thought of a fun maybe team to throw. I mean, I still like to try messing with a lower star Jestro to see how crazy he could be. Because the little bit I thought of them, they weren't honestly that bad. I mean, it's still it'll be very challenging. Well, I mean, I take that back. It's a little challenging. First one, okay, I lost. Second time I tried to fight them, the game soft locked on me in turn 1. I'm like, oh, cool. Thank you for doing that. Oh, come on, you didn't want to kill him? You still have your prepared. Let me go ahead and heal everybody back up. I don't know if I really want to do that. But he's gonna come over there and she'll kill you. But I was thinking I don't know, it might be kind of fun to stick him on a team with very easy to kill spooky characters. like, I don't know, maybe Jestro, maybe stick Monster Butler on the same team. Haven't really done much with him. I think he might still be fairly easy to beat, so it's not like that big of a deal. But stick him maybe on there. So you have Jestro. Just gonna pop this. You have Jestro, Monster Butler, Yorick, Zombie, maybe Grimhelmer, maybe Spooky Girl, some other kind of like. I think I like maybe give the team at least a tank or something, but just do something like that. Might be kind of fun to be able to fight one that ideally would always be sort of low. So he would be easy to kill. That might still be a problem, but maybe you kill him and it just kills one of his other team members, so it's not like that big of a deal. And maybe don't even give it a tank, so it's easy to go ahead and kill him and remove Last Laugh. I would probably not do not Last Laugh, do the set either. The cat set, so it's still gonna be like easier to kill. Go and do that. Let's go ahead and boost you. Ow. If I can go and click the right fig. I'm just gonna keep on killing my Egon because he's so actually easy to kill. Because of this level differences. Alan, Jestro and Brix. Okay, gotta eat now. Okay, talk to you when you get back. If you're still here, go ahead and pop this. But yeah, I think that's a decent enough calendar, all things considered. I guess there could definitely be better stuff, and there's no point in using that. I guess we'll go for it. But I mean, Collectibles Johnny seemed about due. I might say that it's been like a year since we've had a holiday break properly run, so it's really been due for quite a while. But I feel like close enough to Christmas, I kind of wasn't expecting it this month. But let's go pop this. What should that even do by yourself? I did something. I'll take that. I'm tempted maybe actually stick in Slimer instead of you. Let's try that. Because he's actually spooky, so the ult, if they do kill him, Malik's ult could actually bring him back. Where is my boy? My green boy. But I think it's decent enough. Also, I would say I was kind of expecting that one next, because they did tell me, Tiny did, like a month ago, that the Magisto Master event was going to be coming after the Halloween update. So I'm like, if that one is going to be collectibles I needed for it, you're probably for sure going to be having that event run with it. It's probably going to be the Master event, sort of tied with that event whenever that one comes back. So yeah, it's kind of expecting it to be sometime soon, though I'm like, well, afterwards could mean like anniversary. Anniversary is technically after the Halloween update. Because honestly, the Magisto Master event sounds like it could have been like an anniversary-ish level event. I mean, for this game, it would kind of fit. That wasn't too bad. But yeah, honestly, all things considered, having Collectibles Johnny's decent. I don't know how great they are going to be now after this most recent Jestro release. Like, how good is Mr. Gold going to be? And then now everybody's going to have that. I mean, even at low levels, I could see Jestro still being good for all of his passives and everything. Interesting. I wasn't expecting the hiker there at the end. I would like to do this with the team I'm currently using, so if all possible, is there a secondary route I can do? Yes. But so we have that. The Master event's neat to go ahead and get that. Something to work on, and I guess gives you a reason to get maybe those collectibles a little bit more. Would like to know other people's opinions if it's going to be as good. Like, I don't think Chili's going to be as good for some of the people who haven't already been able to get her, now that you have so much out that would kind of counter her. And I would assume if you don't already have Chili, you're not going to be at the top end of your arena unless it's very new. So people above you are probably going to get the new stuff, so I don't know if getting Chili's going to help you beat the people higher than you in arena. That's just my own personal thing. I don't know how useful that will or will not be, so I don't know if that one's as good. But hey, so a lot of people have been looking forward to it. Might be nice to go ahead and save up some gems. Got to spend that on the gold bags whenever those drop. Might be a smart idea. I don't know. I could maybe see thinking about doing that, though I am more interested in this stuff than gold. Most recent stuff. I like Castle. Kind of like some of the spooky stuff. I like Monster Fighters. I like Nexo Knights. I like Fright Nights. I like Castle 2013. I like that stuff more than Chili Suit Fan, Easter Chick, and Gold. So I think it still might be something I will kind of continue farming. But see, it might be worth it. And then Tyranny of Justice afterwards. Kind of neat. Honestly, I wouldn't mind maybe getting some more progress towards, what's her face? DJ Captain Mary. I just like her. I like the video enough. I think she has a cool design and a pretty decent kit. Would love to have another chance to kind of start working towards her. I don't think I can really get her anytime soon. Definitely have to work on the set and stuff a little bit more. But another chance to do a little bit of farming for Neo, a little bit more farming for the set, work on some of the other pirates. Might do a little bit of farming this time myself on Governor. Go ahead and get another... Okay, I guess I can't use Ghostbusters on this node. Sure, why not? Let's go and do this. So nothing too crazy there. But hey, it's an event that has some new stuff. It has lots of stuff in it. So even if you don't do like any spending on it, there's a good chance there's probably going to be something you'll need. And then having, for sure, Mr. Gold as a reward sometime next, well, this, yeah, I guess next month, it's still October for me, is pretty nice. We actually have confirmation about that, because I wasn't sure. I mean, it seems logical that he would be next in the, the list. But I'm like, there's no way to know for sure if he'll be next. I mean, he is good enough. I could see skipping Mr. Gold personally and just going straight into, I don't know, maybe a Neo. I mean, we are going to be having Pirates running next, so maybe you go from Gold into a Neo. December, Trick-or-Treat afterwards, okay. Yeah, I missed that message a little bit ago. Let's go and kill him. And go and pop one of these. But yeah, the calendar looks, I think, pretty decent. Kind of expected. Collectibles Journey definitely would have been lots more interested in before they released Jestro. I mean, heck, even before we released Ruiner and like Monster Butler. I mean, I think those would have been enough of a counter against them. They kind of called them out, but not like as severely as Jestro does. I mean, I'm going to do that one. And where is my green boy? A chunky monkey green boy. Yeah, it's a roster we're running. Okay. I'm curious if anybody here does play this game. I mean, people might watch me that don't. I know I have some friends that subs. I don't know, they might just be lurking. Shouts out to the. I say that. I think the friends I have that would possibly be lurking here mostly have children or are probably out trick. I say that. They might be back in. It's 8:30. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if you trick or treat then. At least not with like the young kids. I don't know. I like the people trick or treat nowadays. Would you be staying out past like 8:30 to be trick or treating? Out. Okay, that actually helped me out quite nicely. Oh, come on. I can do a little bit better than that. Yeah, go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah, I'm curious to see what other people's opinions on the calendar is. Oh, I will say, I will probably try keeping this up. I try to do like little teasers whenever I get them. I don't think they like me to go ahead, so many debuffs. To go ahead and like reveal what the information is as soon as I get it. They kind of want me to wait till like the actual beginning of the month, but by then it's kind of really too late to really even do anything for it. I don't know if I'm gonna whip my ult off. Let's go ahead and pop that. Maybe we won't just die next turn. I think we still will. But I still try to go ahead and get some stuff out there. Go ahead and bring Slimer back. Maybe want to get her ult off so I can go ahead and heal everybody. Or not kill everybody, go ahead and get rid of the time bombs. I think you get lots of healing off of this one. Here we go. Honestly, like get his ult off. Here we go. Yeah, just because other people think. Is that like a good rise up? Let's get out of the brain today. I will try to release hints whenever I get them. Just like images about like this event. So this one it was I don't know, milk in the top hat. Yo has a top hat. Chili fan drinks milk and it's I don't know, chili. No one just drop the chili. That'd be too obvious. They do at least a little bit obscure. So we had that one. Had that one, and then we also had I don't know, just a magic wand from Magisto. You can think of like a better one to really do for that. Then of course I did a skull for like I don't know, the pirates have like lots of stuff going on, and I tried to get like a vinyl, some sort of disc, record. I couldn't really find anything like that, although there was something called a disc button, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's close enough for disc, so I'll go ahead and put that up there. I think somebody, I think Adjid figured it out. I think it's like that hard to figure it out, but I believe he got all those correct on that list. Try to do something like that if anybody is curious to see that. Try to post that in the LLHU section of the Discord for anybody who is interested in maybe finding out those things a little bit early. To do like a little bit of a fun, I don't know, it might not be that fun, but a little bit of community involvement, something there. Oh, I guess one other little announcement is I will be trying to do some sort of Q&A with Tiny soon, and this will probably just be me Q&A, not like a public Q&A again like last time. But just want to go ahead and share that information. I'll go ahead and steal all those buffs. Especially go ahead and get rid of your hardy, or not hardy, with your taunt, payback, and everything. Go ahead and attack somebody else. Actually, why not? But you're going to do a little bit of those type of things for anybody who is ever interested in them. Try to keep things at least a little bit maybe interesting. And not just be like, here's the information. But honestly, also kind of happy that Rio could share with me like, hey, this is the tournament rewards and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't mind having like a little bit more information, like it's gonna run from like these dates and stuff. Though, hey, I'm just happy to go ahead and just get this information. So I won't say no to that. I'm not gonna push my luck right now. I might ask in like a month or two, like, hey, can I get maybe more specified dates and stuff with it? but trying to get us a little bit more information with some of these things. I should just go and pop that, why not? There's some full health. Go ahead and beat her up with a spitball. There we go. I wouldn't mind getting Slimer a little bit more leveled up. I think it could be fun to honestly use him. Use him a lot more leveled, but just don't really feel like it's really worth investing in right now. At least when there's so many other things I like to use and would prefer using instead. Okay, got Builder and Explorer. I guess we'll go explore if there's more Ghostbusters things we need to do. Just to make sure there's nothing too crazy. Yeah, I seem a little bit crazier there. Nothing too crazy. What do we have here? Make sure there's nothing like sleep. Okay, nothing. Yeah, a little bit of a challenge there, but we might be able to do that with some stuff. I don't think it's going to be any of the stuff we are currently using. But we might be able to get a little stuff done. Really happy to have all my Brawls stuff kind of finished up. Need to do some more progress with some of the other packs. I decided to get too much more after I got off or got done streaming. Really want to do some. I think I did afterwards. Get me I think like the mermaid unlock at least in Pirates. But like that'd be something at least a little bit neat and different. I go ahead and get me the mermaid legs. Nice new customization thing. I think the mermaid torso, especially the way where you can actually change like skin tones, can probably be reused with a lot of different things. So I went and got that one. But so I didn't get too many more other things unlocked, but like no sense in like rushing to unlock everything. Actually, out of pure funness, let's run full Ghostbusters. Oh, but speaking of other things to add into Brix Edition, I said that a little bit ago. I think it'd be fun to get a couple more. Oh, hey, Jordan. In terms of mystery bags for Brawls, you know, you now only have to do 9 battles a week now. Sweet. So I guess it means you don't have like some of the other. Or I know they mentioned something one time on the Discord about. I don't know if we're gonna make it out of this one. Certain of the things have like tiers with them. It's like you get certain things out of certain ones. I wasn't sure if they like there was some sort of change there for like if you got all the gold bags for some reason. Like maybe if you got all the stuff that would have been in them before they swapped over to that with like the old chest looting system. If maybe they just like put the like tier 1 stuff in the tier 3 bags for you or something. I guess they just don't. This one's not going to go well. But we do enough damage. I guess I'm going to do it for you. I guess I'm going to pop this. Heal. Okay, you don't actually heal, at least not properly. I want to assist. Now we got shocked. Hit you a couple more times. Maybe we might kill him on this ultimate. Not really. He got payback though too. I guess he gave it to him. I think we've lost this one. Oh wait, they had an Egon too? Okay, I will get some different music going. But yeah, that Ghostbusters are that bad. I mean, I guess too, this is a strong enough node as well, so it's not like I'm just completely outclassed here, but like kind of. Actually, we'll go Squid Sisters. Why not? Hey, Black Ninja. Have 10 minutes. Okay. Hey, where was my? Oh, I saved one. Well, I don't know. We'll go back up here. I'll do you. I think I was swapping. You out for you. And then I think I was gonna try using you. Yeah. Try something a little bit different here. So that calendar is pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, it has some recent stuff. I am really curious more people's thoughts on Collectibles Journey after they're not going to be as good anymore. So I'm curious if people still are interested in them or not. Pop that on you, Al. We still almost should be able to get him. Okay. There we go, that's good. Let's see when we work on killing you next, Al. So much better team. This is using a pretty weak Neo as well. Well, you have Collectibles Journey. A lot of people have been waiting for that one. Another chance for people to get gold or work on Chili, get the Easter Chick set maxed out. Lots of good stuff there. Lots of people don't have all of the newer pirate stuff as well, so it's another chance to get that one. Probably a little bit of a lesser desired event. That's pretty nice. Lesser desired event, so a good one for people to possibly just save money during or save some gems during. Unless you farm towards a couple other different things, so lots to farm there. A new master event is a new master event, so that's always nice. Let me get my old team back. There we go. Like, I thought I scrolled past you. And I think I said to go ahead and swap over to Trade and Transport. Looking forward to actually being able to use the new Spooky Cat. It's been a bit for Collectibles Journey. We'd have to get a Neo to 5 stars. I think, was he just 3 stars? Yeah, I think he was a 3-star. Like, I think I just have him at 3 stars myself. I think it's a decent ways to go for that. But honestly, it's a pretty decent one. You can start grinding the ship. Yeah, the ship's gonna be a long grind, though. I have heard people say it maths out better to not grind the ship node at all, grind any other node basically. I mean, of course, best to grind, like, I guess, get currency off of the non-fig nodes, but go ahead and grind a fig like a Neo and buy the ship tiles from the store. It works out way better than actually grinding the ship node, especially with it costing 5 more tiles. Like, it does actually work out as being better. Interesting Ninjago team. Interesting team up here too. I guess we'll go with this one. Either one sounds kind of fun with this team. Maybe a little bit of a challenge. You need Chili to finish the apples challenge. Sometimes use Chili in arena unless Jins is involved in the enemy team. Probably gonna happen. Playing for over 2 years and you still don't have a single Imperial Max. I mean, I'm assuming you meant like the Imperial event was, like, I'm sure you should have Valiant, or at least look like, well, not saying you maybe maxed out them, but there should be a chance you could have them. Okay, we do that one, and I guess we go ahead and kill him off right quick. Bye, Lloyd. Bye, Felicia. You hold the currency until the end of the event, so you ended up getting him to 4 stars. Nice. Before max kit. I don't think I did, but I still had to like actually get the requirements to do that one. So I spent lots of time farming and buying. I think Ernest and Nonsense, and I think I also went and brought them to 6 stars because I could feasibly actually do that in that event. So I'm like, let's go ahead and do that. I want to go ahead and kill you. Let's go and do this. Some AoE healing. Do some more damage to him. And he should be dead now. There we go. Excellent. Always good. Give me all that stuff. That's what I thought you probably meant. I still haven't leveled him to 6 stars. Don't exactly have a need. If the All-Star comes back around, I probably will though. Or if I go ahead and get another one, I can go ahead and use as well. Unless it's like, otherwise there's no reason to do so. He's not at the top of my list to spend on right now, so I'll probably keep him ready to be leveled till whenever there's like a money bag and I don't have other stuff I want to spend on. Not too much stuff to really use them on, or much of a need to use them, so I'm not going to really kind of do too much investment. And Governor, I think he might be what I might do as well. I might go ahead and grind Governor to just... I think I might maybe do a Neo then Governor's node. I think Non-Such's node was the best one to grind though for currency. If I remember correctly, it was either Non-Such's node or Ernest's node. I had to go see which one was what. I think one of those two gave you the most though. But I think I might go do that one, just get a Neo so I can get further in the event. And do Governor, so I think he's the closest one I have to getting to 6 stars, so I can go ahead and do that last wave of the Imperial All-Star event. Which would be kind of nice to be able to do, so if I could do that, that would be, I think, a decent run of it. We'll definitely try saving gems, because we're probably going to get something good for Christmas, at least something pretty strong. I don't mind the chili stuff. I kind of like some of the chili stuff. It might be kind of fun to run a little bit more of a chili team. I also have Fright Night unlocked now, so he's another chili option. It's like chill option. But it's just kind of fun, so I might want to save up for some of that stuff, especially if it's going to be as strong as like Jestro kind of is. Governor... I remain 6 stars short of 7 stars. Nice. Not saying this makes him not have trash drop rates, but you say he has trash drop rates, and I think he isn't the worst thing in that event with drop rates. Go and finally just kill them all. Get some more healing in. Kill him off. And just bully somebody. And this is Becky. I can't remember if it was Ernest or Non-Such. I know Non-Such I think was after him, so like maybe it was him. I just couldn't remember which one. I mean, it's been a little bit. It hasn't actually been that long though. Like it is. I did have to do a double take when I saw that one because I'm like, I really didn't think that was going to be on there. It didn't feel like it really been long enough. Like I thought you might run something else, though. I mean, I guess besides holiday break, we had Mind Games pretty recently. Alumni's Days was definitely recent. Fallacious Malice was recent. And I guess that leaves you. Well, also we were currently having Ghostbusters, so I guess that leaves you with, not counting Anniversary, Collectibles Journey, and Tyranny of Justice. Those would be the only other two, I guess, really to run. So I mean, I guess it makes sense. It does feel unexpected though. This might be kind of fun. I'll go and heal you up. Why not? I have tons of stuff here. Hey Arthur. Let's section back up here. And this is this. Gets countered by Jins and Garmadon. One shot silly. Oh, I know, that's just buff immunity's great with Garmadon for that. Bye bye, you're going trick or treating? Okay. Talk to you maybe later if you get back. Though I think we do have some new people. The event calendar is, of course, we have Ghost and Garmadon and Alumni Days on there. Not really worth mentioning, but I guess Garmadon, I mean, some surprise Ghostbusters event. Was really shocked to see that when I got up this morning that we're having the Ghostbusters event. I mean, hey, it's just a solid enough one. Well, it's a solid enough event to run at the same time as another. So I guess it kind of makes sense. Go ahead and pop that on right now. But so you have those old news. Then we have the collectibles journey is next. So Gold, Chili, Easter Chick. He's dead again. Go ahead and try to take somebody out. It's a little bit tougher. But you have that one. Then you also have the Magisto Master event. So, from what I have been told by Tiny and from the data mines, that is going to require collectibles. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. You're going to be... Oh, Fat Lego Boy? Hey. Oh gosh, got a couple new messages in chat here. Jordan, holiday break has not been... Yeah, it has not, and even then that was still just like there was an issue, so we kind of snuck it in. The compensation from Imperial is being delayed. Yeah, so we need to get more Andreas, and so we need to even just do the Santa Tau, or Santa Node. Monday's odd choice to start an event. Yep, kind of surprised, but I guess, hey, it's Halloween. Hey, Mimi. Fat Boy. I like the sense here is because it's not your message was me because it said "Yo, fat boy" or "Fat Lego boy." I love it. Yeah. So you have that. So you have the Magisto Master event, which I try and see if anybody has double checked the data mine stuff for it, considering that we now have some new stuff there. We might be getting something a little bit new. I was curious about them not having already released it, if they were possibly going to be waiting to add in let's just go for some Project X Zone stuff. If they were going to be adding in some of the new Halloween figs, so like I could maybe see them adding in Jestro to the event. Personally. So I am very interested in seeing if that will be the case or not. But we're having that, and then we're also going to be having the Tyranny of Justice event. So Imperial, and I guess like the newest stuff, and that is not Imperial. But those are going to be ran as well. We're getting those. And then also confirmation from Maria that Chili is, of course, the tournament reward right now. Or she's the daily login reward, so 25 tiles there. She's the tournament reward, at least like this next week. I'm not sure how many more weeks, she didn't specify, and maybe just get this information now, so I'm not going to ask for more just yet. Maybe like another month or two, I'll see if I get a little bit more specifics out. I'm trying some more information now, so I'm just doing a little bit at a time. I don't want to push my luck too much there. Just ask for way too much. I mean, I asked if I can have a test server with the new stuff unlocked so I can play it before the stuff actually releases. I think I'm pushing my luck a little bit there. Although I got a yes, that would be possible if they had it, if it existed and they have to make it. So I call that a success. But the other tournament reward after Chili ends, whenever she does end, is going to be Mr. Gold. So if you were hoping to get Mr. Gold as a tournament reward, it is going to be possible. I think he's probably going to run for 3 weeks, although it looks like maybe some of the stuff's going towards 3 weeks already. So I can see this next week of Chili maybe being the last, and then you get 3 weeks of Mr. Gold. And then maybe we might move on to the Imperials, or not Imperials, maybe a Neo and Mary, considering that that's running at the very end of November. By Otter and Black Ninja. Or we're just saying, by the Black Ninja. But yeah, that's what we're going to be getting for this month in LEGO Legacy, or this upcoming month. Is we're going to be having, of course, a little bit more alumni days, a little bit more Ghostbusters. Did not have mention on the thing about some of these things, but I think there's a possibility we might also have, of course, the Slimer Master event run, because we're having Ghostbusters to kind of go together, and then with the Tyranny of Justice, it didn't mention, but we might also have Master Wu Master event get reran, and we could also have the Imperial All-Star get ran as well. It wasn't listed on there, but lots of times those things aren't listed on there. So I guess just take that for what you will. Nothing confirmed there, but there's always a possibility. I'll go ahead and hit you with a powerful strike. Another powerful strike. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to kill you. Try to just mess with him to stop him from healing. Not healing, reviving. Some decent damage going on here. They hit the wrong person, but actually worked out. Goes to bring Santa back. Hoping I can get that back kind of soon. Okay, so you're healing me. Just hitting the wrong person, which is actually good for us right now. Okay, that is not ideal. I think this team probably would work. But honestly, it's going better than I was expecting it to go. So I am going to go ahead and swap over to Not go Ninjago. Give them a little bit of a chance. I will save this team. Down here at the bottom. They have like a different version of this, but I can delete those later if those, you get saved down here. Excellent. I think I was going to try this team for a bit. But yeah, that's kind of what we're getting for this month. So yeah, the new collectibles, which already got outdated by the newest stuff. So maybe invest in them. I don't know. I guess if you've been saving up, still might be worth going for. It might be worth go ahead and investing that stuff now, or saving it up for whenever we get like the Christmas stuff. And we're getting the Pirates, so a good time to either, I guess, like save during, or for those people that wanted to get it, here's your chance to get more of them. You're taking so many tons. I love it. I love using this team. There we go. Break it? Yeah, there we go. That's what we're taking him out. He does decent damage. I'm surprised you already have an ult. I guess we'll go for you. I think you haven't actually gone well. But yeah, pretty nice. I like this him. It's very damage focused. And if Bathago gets destroyed, it's, oh gosh, it's so painful. But yeah, honestly, pretty decent calendar. And I forgot to actually do anything. Going back out. Click on the right button. There we go. But yeah, something I was talking about earlier, kind of talk about again, is actually it's 9 o'clock. I guess we'll go ahead and do some. Oh, we already did Heroes. I guess I'll go ahead and do Arena. I guess I'll talk about the thing I was going to talk about after this. I'm surprised people are getting that team to work. Although I guess if you do have that level of an Egon, it's like, yeah, I guess it's going to work for you. I just went back to this team. I like my other spooky team, which I guess I could go ahead and run. Actually, it might be kind of fun right now. But I tried another arena team. It's been working pretty good, but sometimes, I don't know, I just got so much stunned on me, and it was like, I don't think this is really working right now. So maybe do something, I might be able to get this one to work. Yeah, let's go for it. I'll try more. One other getting Basil to work in arena fight. The team was basically this, but I think we still had Ernest here, and I was using... Actually, I really didn't want to use this set. This is kind of the wrong one. Actually, I guess it still works out. Let's go for you. Maybe if I can... I shouldn't get stunned turn 1. Still got you stunned, but you're actually the best one to get hit. Pop that, get some ults charged up, supercharge them. Not as good. I mean, they don't have as much stuff going on. Might even wait a little bit on this, still in the buffs. Yeah, sure, I'll go ahead and pop that, I guess. He already has taunt, so let's go ahead and steal that. He has taunt again, so that works out pretty good. Having people run some a little bit easier teams in arena, like, hey, I'm honestly surprised that they'll get all this stuff work to actually be at number 5 using Egon and Basil, but hey, they got it to work. Okay, got him dead, excellent. I'm gonna go for you. Oh, he's also dead. That's really... Oh, this worked out really well for me. I'll take it. I might even do a Ghostbuster on this team. Oh well, I don't really care too much for the Ghostbuster time quest. That's gonna be a fun one. So I think I might be able to get up to this team. This one's still kind of iffy for me. I don't know, it might be possible. But let's go back to this. I actually can get back to what I was talking about now. I haven't used all my brain trying to win an arena. Yeah, I guess we're going to throw on somebody here. Sure, throw on you. I also was working on some other possible teams for arena. For Brix Expeditions, or maybe we could have a little bit more variety in there and some like set nodes of like a little bit of like wackiness. Honestly, I think the ones I'd like to do the most is like the middle of the brick pace ones, where you have lots of different, like a little bit more wacky stuff, like having 4 cactus skills. Something like that I think would be a lot more fun to work on. But try to even make some other ones that are kind of interesting. Like, I think it is kind of fun to run into some of the newer stuff in Brix Expedition, as long as it's not like the new meta team. Like, if you're not just getting into the arena stuff, because the arena stuff is honestly pretty annoying to fight lots of times. Lots of people are using some really strong stuff, especially if you're like new to the game. The stuff you run into from arena can be really bad if you're like still using pirates and you come into the like meta stuff where they have all of the crazy new collectibles or classic space and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to get rid of all these time bombs. I think that would be well worth it to my survival. But I thought of a couple different like new pirate teams I think would still be pretty decent to fight. Might be a little challenging. I'm not trying to make anything that would be too challenging for a newer person to run into. But I can think it... Okay, it's not the music there, it was actually crazy. But I think it could still be kind of interesting to run into some of the like new stuff even early on, so you can kind of see about some stuff. I think we just did so much damage to them when they countered that she regained it. But like one of the teams I was thinking about, I thought of a couple different ones. I thought one that might be fun is to use a little bit of some of the new stuff they've added in for pirates. in one of the teams that I haven't tested out. I don't have this stuff, so it might be way too tough, but I don't think it's actually that great of a team. Nobody I've even seen really talk about trying to use it, so I don't think it really works like in the slightest. Is an all-LLHU family team. Hey Alden. Had the game like 2 months ago, but then you quit because it's hard, but you're trying to get back into it. Do you have any tips? Yes, I have, and it's kind of a long way. I want to remake it. But for at the very beginning, I would recommend going into Pirates. Pirates, ooh, this actually gives me Lionel pounds. Pirates give you the best return on investment early on as a new player. They're great in arena early on. Also kind of depends on the age of your arena shop. If it's like a little bit newer, it should be a lot better. But they're good for that. Pretty strong. They'll help you get through most of the Cliff Hunt campaign, and they should also help you with the coin challenge, which is the early bottleneck early on. Later, and this is much later on, scrolls become more of a bottleneck than coins. Like, I have a ton of gold right now, but scrolls is the real bottleneck, because you run out of lots of stuff to really spend gold on. You just need scrolls. But early on, and I would say probably mostly a Buccaneers team. So I can bring that up right quick. You will probably want, let's see, go to Pirates. Redbeard you'll eventually get over time as you play. He's kind of the core to most pirate teams. Really good one, you will want him. Scarlet I would recommend getting from Arena Store. She's a really good tank. The only other one you really have early on that's an option is Valiant. Scarlet works better with the Pirates team. There is some use to go for him if you want to go for like the newer pirate event that's coming out. If you want to go for that, he kind of works out a little bit better because he's required for that. But they're not like that great. That's like a little bit later down the line stuff. Like if you want like the good pirates from that, you won't be able to do that like 2 months into the game unless you spend like lots of money. But Scarlet is really who you want to be going for. She's a really good tank. If you use Forbidden Island, which is a set you also want to go towards, it's better than Raft Raiders. Anytime that she gets hit, honestly, it works anytime a pirate gets hit. It does more. It triggers more if a Buccaneer, which Scarlet is. He's Imperial, so he doesn't get. I think it's only 50% chance, or something, or 50% less. Anytime she gets hit, which she's also a good tank, so she'll be getting targeted a bunch. He has a chance to counter, but he also has a chance to counter 3 times. He'll hit that fig 1 time, or he'll hit that fig 1 time, one other fig randomly 1 time, and then come back to that fig and hit it again. He has 50% chance to disarm them each time he attacks. That triggers 3 times, so that's a good chance they'll be disarmed for, I think, 1 or 2 turns. Cookbot, he's a good healer early on. You might also run Hiker with this team early on. He's also a good healer. That's a good idea to maybe even have 2 healers going for a bit. But he's a good single target healer. He can heal once every 2 turns, so it cools down pretty quick. He has a decent attack too. Darwin, while being very basic, he's a good attacker to use. He's pretty good. No problem. He's easy to get. He's exceptionally basic, and you will later move away from him, but he does a good job early on. He's also a Buccaneer, so if he ever does get hit, Redbeard has a chance to counter later on. Argenta is a good one to use. She's not as good if you don't have Redbeard. I think Redbeard gives her like 30% more damage or something like that, so like honestly you'll want to use her with him. Also, ever since like a couple of months after the game came out, you now get her at 3 stars early on, so she's extra good. Back in the original days, you got her at 1 star. Remember they did that for newer players. I still hadn't even gotten her to 3 stars myself, so it was a little bit annoying, but she should do good pretty early on. Private LeQuay can work. I really wouldn't recommend going into him, but if you do invest into him, he is an easy fig to get. And I used him, I think, up to tier 5 of the coin challenge, which gets you 250 coins or something like that. Basically, you wouldn't want to invest too much into him, but if he would let you do the coin challenge, he's worth the investment, at least for that, while you work with some other things. Like, you only can get 3 tiles of him a day max, so like, you might be using some other figs for a bit till you get him up, or get one of the tanks, because these are arena. Scarlet and Valiant are mostly gotten from arena. I think there's a little bit more ways to get them nowadays, but you're still basically spending arena currency to buy them. But if you're using them in arena, buying them from the arena store helps you do better in arena to get more arena currency, so it kind of works out well. That's a pretty good one. You might also want to work on Castle, because Castle will get you some stuff. These will help you out with a scroll to help you level up people. Early on, the Castle team you will probably want to use is likely going to be Magisto, Princess Verda, Barnabas, Go-Go, and I don't know, maybe even Yorick. I did Brutus because I just like him. I like the theme that he came from, so I bought him in Arena. Not the wisest decision, but I really liked him. So he was a good other one to use. But Castle has lots of cheap options. You get Magisto from achievements, so he's kind of an easy one to kind of acquire. There's also an upcoming Master event that will give you some tiles of him. Not that many tiles, and it's going to be kind of hard, but you have to use a collectibles only team in it. But you can probably do some of the early nodes of that to get a couple extra tiles to speed him up a little bit quicker. And he's a good one. You probably want to use mostly King's Court. Most of the early options are King's Court. Basically, you use that with Guarded In. They are pretty fast. Guarded In will give them payback. Magisto can also give some figs payback. And basically, anytime they counter with payback, as well as some other abilities you can get, he heals them for like 5-10% of their health. So it's really good. If I remember correctly, Barnabas, when he taunts, has a 50% chance to counter anyways without payback. So he's a good tank to have. Go-Go, every time he's attacked, he heals a fig for a decent bit of health. So you give him taunt, you give him payback. I mean, he can taunt himself. You use Magister to give him payback. We'll get payback from the set itself. He does pretty good. You might be able to even use Lionel or Royce if you can get them from this event. You might be able to buy them in the event store relatively cheaply. They're pretty good. Headley's also okay to use early on. He's a cheap, easy tank, kind of like Darwin. You won't want to use him too much, but he does do work. You might even have Fright Night from some of the inbox rewards if you've been playing recently. We are going to be in Jestro soon in a couple of days. He's going to be an exceptionally strong fig. He will probably do lots of good work early on. You might want to shove him onto your Pirates team. If you can upgrade him, he's going to do some... He's kind of scary broken, so he's going to be like a good one to invest in. Most of the spooky armies, okay, you're probably not going to have that much of them. But if you played when Malicious Malice was running, you might have Scully or Grimhelma. Grimhelma's a decent tank. Not as good. She has an AoE chance to disarm and get taunt, which is kind of good. Scully is just a really good attacker. Has a chance to attack twice. I think if he attacks somebody in the below 70% health, he can attack again. Really strong and can heal people when they attack. Fairly basic, but they're just really strong. You can use them early on. Besides that, there's a couple different teams late game you might want to work towards. Collectibles is a solid one with Mr. Gold, Chili, Easter Chick, which is a set, Super Wrestler, Corn Cop Guy. Lots of good options there. They're kind of being countered by the latest stuff, but still might be something to kind of work towards. The latest stuff looks to also be pretty good, which is mostly Jestro, Ruiner, and a couple other things. Lots of good stuff there to work towards. And Classic Space still works fairly well at the end game. And there might still be a solid one to kind of go into for end game / maybe a little bit more mid game now. and they're fairly easy to get. I just go to space. Reed's fairly easily farmable. Andreas is mostly locked to the anniversary event and the holiday break one. You might be able to actually farm him too soon from there, but he's pretty solid healer support. He has a very unique kit, but he's pretty good. Alan and Leo are only available in the early adopters event. I guess also anniversary, but anniversaries ran more than his holiday breaks as, so like that's the main way you farm him. You get them getting further in the event. Event also needs Reed, Dwayne, a set that's only available from that event, and another thing that's only available from that event, Quincy. So, see, I think at Quincy's, Quincy's down here. And then you can get Jins from the Master Store. He's a pretty good attacker. Honestly, I've been playing since before the game actually fully released, which was, I think, February of... Okay, somebody knocked me back down. I can use this team again. Let's see, I'm playing since, 2020, I believe? So I've just been playing it for, going on about 3 years now. You just build up this stuff as you've, played for a while. You get all the resources and everything. Now we'll hopefully beat this team fairly quickly. Let's see how this works. Okay, so I'll get one less stun from you. This is not a great in-game team, at least not against Classic Space, but hey, they're running two not as great figs, so it makes it a lot easier to go ahead and beat them. We go ahead and pop my own taunt. Go ahead and steal this. And Willa and Jins are Master Store farms. They do have All-Star events, which basically you need a certain team to be able to do those. They give you some tiles and some resources. They're just kind of a little bit what used to be in-game figs to farm. They're pretty good, though they're really outclassed by lots of newer stuff. I mean, the game's been out long enough. Those were mostly in since the game first came out. Jins added a little bit later. But they're just honestly decent stuff to farm up. You may be able to see his ult here in a second. It can still be kind of scary. It's not as much against lots of the stuff nowadays. If you give him fear, he does a lot less damage based off of the amount of health he has. So it's not as scary, but it used to be super scary. Though also, if you stick around till Christmas time, they might give out another free Santa. Santa's very strong, but he only takes 10 tiles to unlock, so you get him early. He's pretty weak early on as well, but he has lots of great utility, so you can use him early on. Here's about some good teams. You have a mostly Classic Space here with Santa instead of Reed. Pretty strong. A little bit better, I think, on defense and offense, because Santa can die fairly easy some of the time. Here's the biggest well in my shard, running a lot of the newer stuff. With Jestro, Ruiner, Monster Butler, Gold, which was in-game for collectibles for a bit, and Malak, which is a pretty strong spooky army character. Then you have this kind of collectibles team here with Gold, Santa, Chili Costume Fan, and the East Chick, with also Malak and Andreas here, which is pretty good. Yes, you can. February 26th, yeah, I think I might have been a little bit before that. I think I remember joining at the beginning of February. I think that was about when the game released. If you want to join, it's Classic Community Alliance. I am in the process of trying to rebuild it. I mean, there's not early on, there's lots of reasons to join a guild, but later on, there's not as much. You already got all the stuff in the guild store. It's just being another, I guess, original member. But if you want to join, I do have a Discord. If you also want to join the channels Discord, I have that. Should be linked in the description for this video. If not, it might be linked from another one of my videos. Give me if I have it in all the streams or not by default. I think it should be. And I could even just send you the link over there for it. Though you also could just use that Discord. I can put in any mostly any fig you want. I don't have some of the newest stuff. But like if you want to hit me up, I can just share. Like I have most of the stuff unlocked. I think I have like 2 or 3 figs not unlocked. Let's see. I think I don't have DJ Mary. I don't have Mr. Gold, and I don't have Bruin. I don't technically have Jestro right now, but they're giving it away free to everybody, so there'll be that. But if you would like to join, feel free to. Like I said, I'm trying to build it back up. If anybody wants to join, it's just a casual one, so you don't have to be forced to play. I'm not going to kick you if you haven't played for a while or nothing. I mean, I think the game automatically kicks you from a guild if you haven't played for like 20 days, 30 days, something. I don't know if it automatically does it. I think they do like a thing once a month to kick people from a guild who haven't played for a certain amount of days, so sometimes you might get kicked sooner than later. But no, I want to run like a no pressure guild, really, so if you don't want to play every day, you want to take a break or whatever, it's not like we have to have you play every single day. Your life has to revolve around this game. None of that kind of stuff. That's just way too much, I'm gonna be honest. Let's see, what do we have now to do in here? So it's fairly easy. We'll make sure nothing's like too crazy. Now that's a crazy team that I want to actually go over here tonight. That's gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna get my butt kicked probably, but that sounds like it's gonna be kind of fun. Let me just do a quick little checks here. You're not okay. Make sure that's not like castle only. Fairly easy. That was a little bit harder. I don't actually mind that team though. Not too bad. Nothing. Make sure there's no like special crazy node blocks. Any fun teams down here? Nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. Okay. I think we're going to do this top row and then go down here. Double check, yeah. So if you would like to join, feel free to hop in there. Like I said, I'd be happy to share some stuff. Maybe see if the other person wants to share some stuff. We get the Discord a little bit more up and running. I get some more people using it and whatnot. Though I might even move that into kind of my own like channel Discord. Might have it be almost like a little bit more of a channel guild. If you want to watch this, we could be in the same guild together. No, it's not like any big deal there. The main places to really use a guild is Brix Expedition, which can help you get through a lot of stuff, especially early on, and it does help you progress a lot in story. You probably won't like gold any nodes though off of using it, cause like you need to keep like all your figs alive. But like if you want to use, well, chili cost event will probably help you quite a bit. That's why I put them in there right now. But like if you just want to progress in like the campaigns, those should help you quite a bit. And you can also mess around with some of the new stuff to see if you want to use them or not. Because a lot of the newer stuff is lots more powerful compared to some of the older stuff. Like the Master Store figs used to be kind of top tier stuff, and now they're kind of meh compared to lots of the other stuff. Like Slimer was a Master Event unlocked, used to be super strong, but like Scully is like way stronger. I mean, these are kind of easy to kill figs, so it's not like that impressive. But like some of this stuff can kill them so easy, do lots of damage. But these used to be like top tier, and like you have these other ones just like so much better than them nowadays. I think I might have another arena already. To double check. 2 more minutes, okay. I want to fight that. I want to fight number 3, and then I want to go back and fight number 2. I don't know why I keep on clicking on here. Number 2, at least try maybe number 2 once or twice. Now I want to go ahead and fight this weird team down here. Spooky Army with Masako is going to be very interesting. So honestly, I think I might be sharing Masako too. Masako and the Builder campaign might one-shot everything early on. Her AoE attack is so strong. Just such a fun one to just even mess around with. Ow. Oh yeah, I'm actually fighting a team. I should check to see who I'm fighting. Okay, we got a Taunter. I'm gonna pop you. But the current event is still probably solid enough for a like newer player. Well, I don't know if you can get far enough, but I don't know what it looks like for a newer player. Because like, to really progress, you should get Basil and a bunch of other castle characters as well. But if you can still at least farm for currency, I mean, get some tiles from there too. But if you can do some currency, and with like some of the rewards they're giving out right now, the login stuff, you should probably get some pretty decent characters that, while they will be kind of weak star level and everything, the game won't. Okay, they're good. Stayed up. While they are going to be kind of weak, a lot of the newer stuff is strong enough that it could probably be fairly useful. If you could get Lionel and Royce early in Arena, you should get Jestro in a couple days. Jestro's probably going to be really good to run in Arena. Run him for a bit. You're probably going to be fairly... Let me actually heal him too. Those things might be pretty good. There's definitely better events to invest in, like your free-to-play stuff. But early on, you probably get some good return on investment on some of these characters. Is the Ghostbusters event going to be helpful for me before I start doing? Not really. Ow. Okay. This wasn't fun. I might go do Arena before doing that. Well, early on, Ghostbusters can be a good Explorer team. They are pretty strong for what they are, though they are very outdated by now. Like, strong for when they came out. Also, they had lots of stat padding. So some of them had like really great awesomeness, even though they weren't really that great to use. A couple more for that. But like, they kind of suck as a team. You don't actually have a like... I mean, I guess you kind of have an okay tank, but he's not really that good. You have okay attacking. Honestly, you have no healing. It's just kind of... it's not... It doesn't give you much return on your investment either. It's kind of an expensive event to invest in, to not give you like better returns for what it is. So honestly, it's kind of bad, but it can get you some characters early on. You could use them a little bit. Egon is probably the most usable out of all of them, not counting Slimer. Big Man is also a decent enough attacker. Ray can be used for some events that require you to use spooky characters. So, I mean, there is uses for all of them for the most part. They're just not the most useful characters, sadly. Though they're also kind of a weird one we got. Not exactly sure why they decided to add in a full team of Ghostbusters. Although at the time they did that, they were supposed to be the new movie coming out, so it kind of like made some sense to do it. But when that didn't happen, that was like really sad. I think it's supposed to be like some good tie-in stuff, but it just wasn't. Okay, Malak is dead. Oh, he actually didn't die. Impressive. We need to get rid of that heal block. Probably just waited one more time for him to use his ult, but I still have heal block. Okay, let's go ahead and unload into him. I'll then get my ultimate off before his center ult. Please don't use that. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna pop this. He might be about dead. We're gonna pop this on you, heal us, speed us up. Gonna throw that. I'll give you this. Santa, yes. Okay, hopefully he goes ahead and uses his ult so my Malak can pop his ult and remove. I really want to use this yet. We'll pop this. But he's going to use his ult now, and I'd like to use your ult to remove his ult. And he died from that. Excellent. I guess we're going. I'm gonna go for you. You would do the least damage, I think, attacking you. You might die here. Always fun. Okay, we wanted you to go ahead and use your ult, but I guess not. I tried to concentrate. It's been a little bit since I've actually used this arena team. I guess we're going for you. Okay, you're using ult again. Kind of expected it by now. Luckily, you're not that good, so it's not too bad of a dip that you died. I guess we're gonna pop this. You know, since you're using damage and hurting yourself. I'd really like you to use your ult soon. Please don't. Please don't stun him. Okay. Might as well. Now you can see a little bit of some of the craziness, and I wouldn't say this is an in-game arena at this point. This is still outdated. The beta shard isn't as active as it used to be. This is from like the soft launch a little bit after the game first released. Not everybody's in the same arena shard. Lots of people who played back when the game first came out don't play anymore, so this shard isn't as active as lots of other ones. I guess I'm gonna go for you. Pop this. Timer's getting a little low. When he's using some good big moves. I think we might have actually lost this one, sadly. Let's just use that to somebody, please. I don't think we have this one. Oh my gosh, what? We all died? Okay. We don't normally have multi-kill from Andreas. Please stay dead. Oh my gosh, we won? Maybe? No? Yes? Question mark? I think he came back to life. Okay, I didn't win that one. Interesting. Hey, did you weave? Yeah, Ghostbusters, they have some stuff worked into their kit for synergies that kind of are supposed to heal them. But they really just don't do good, if I'm gonna be honest. Let's try one of my go-to teams. I just have fun using against this one. Actually, probably not gonna work really here, because it's probably kind of my counter. Yeah, Ghostbusters is kind of outdated. the castle stuff right now with Alumni Days is probably better to invest in. They're newer, and you can get lots of like good stuff out of them. I mean, at least early on, if you can get some like the 2-star unlocks, you're probably going to get good return out of investment for them. Ow. Who do I want to go for? Oh, go for you. Are they using... Nope, nope. Okay. They're just super lag. But yeah, just kind of like, I wasn't... Best return on investment probably isn't using them, but... I was gonna say maybe there's what stuff to invest into, but not really that much event stuff. Like... Vita... I guess that was, but like, there's not, sadly, much worse stuff in the game than Ghostbusters, really. Honestly, for best late game stuff, Alumni Days is probably pretty up there. I mean, it might be a little too recent to tell, but it looks like it's going to be pretty strong. The end of that stuff, you're like a long ways off from like the end of it though. Collectibles Journey also has lots of good stuff, though it looks like the newest stuff is going to counter that stuff. So like, it's going to be a little bit outdated. Classic Space still has some good stuff, but it's really spread out. Holiday Break is pretty good. It has one of those classic space figs in it. It also has Santa. Santa's really good and used on lots of in-game stuff. He's also a 10-tile unlock that they gave out for free last Christmas. You might get another similar inbox reward. They might give out some other new stuff. I don't know. We don't know what the new stuff could be. But I think there's a good chance you will perhaps get at least enough tiles from Santa to unlock him, which is just really nice. And he's actually usable that low. I was using him like, I think even up to like rank 50 in Arena a while ago, before Classic Space took more over, in a Magister's Tower magical team with him at 2 stars. He's that good. Also, what happened to the music? Is this it? No. Okay. Like, you've been listening to this too long. Oh my. Okay, easy, 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 easy. Okay. Should be doable. I should be able to finish off this time quest soon, too. Oh, let's keep on getting distracted from talking about this. I do want to add in other teams to Brixpedition, and I might even see about making those for whenever they might be able to update the stuff. I could go ahead and even have the stuff like ready. But I think there could be a couple fun teams. I want to try to look at a lot of the other stuff that's came out basically since Brixpedition has, to see what things could be added in that's not really present, at least on the like structured nodes that have like random teams. It creates just some fun stuff with those. Right now, I've mostly worked on like pirate-related stuff, though I want to, like I said, work on some other ones. I probably just have like a little word doc to kind of keep track of some of these different things, and just kind of come up with them slowly over time for whenever they could do it. Go ahead and put some of those in. But one of the ones I really want to do, Classic Space is very strong, but like, gosh, the newest stuff is like, let's see, they focus more on damage. Let's see, oh boy, maybe I missed a bunch of stuff. Really here, let's focus more on damage, yeah. Yeah, the Classic Space is still kind of don't. I don't have like the really good counters. Well, say I do have the anti-classic space team, though still sometimes that just doesn't work. The Santa one I do think is a little bit harder to beat when you have Santa thrown in there. Does it? Okay, it did keep my team. Though do I want to try my other team? It hasn't worked well for me. I'll go back to my latest anti-classic space team. I mean, it doesn't really make sense, but I guess I'm not getting good success out of this team. Basically, it's all about using ultimates at the very beginning and just killing them with extreme prejudice. But sometimes you get your whole team stunned, so like, well, okay, not ideal, but actually not the worst one to go ahead and get stunned. Go ahead and pop that, pop one of these, speed this up, get lots of healing going. Here we go. Go ahead and pop this ult, turn 1. Really good. Would like maybe save it for that, but let's go ahead and get rid of some of these annoying things. Santa could hopefully use his ultimate already now too. Okay, go and pop that. Malak will be ready here in a second as well. And just think, if I didn't have heal block on, I would have been healing all of this too. Go ahead and remove all buffs. Santa's dead. We should all have. I'm surprised we didn't have more people counted there. We lost some payback, interestingly enough. You go. Okay, you're going to die here. Did you have fear? No, you don't have fear. I could be like, sometimes he does like 30 damage. Oh, you want on low health stop. You definitely die now. I don't know. I'll take your soul. Oh, you didn't actually kill him. Okay. Presents. And then we just work on you. We charge cooldowns again. Because you want to pop that one as well. Try to disarm you. It actually is good if he dies. It gives him damage immunity. I guess he died to the explosion, like he attacked and instantly died. But yeah, that's my team. That sometimes works. Sometimes it works really good. But lots of times it doesn't. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. 15 minutes. I might try that team. It can still be really hard to kill. But let's go ahead and try to finish Brix Tradition right quick, too. But yeah, for the Brix Tradition teams, I was thinking about adding in. I think one would use the Brick Bounty set and just go full Laquays. I would have to see actually how tough that is, because it might be too tough to do early on to like a new player. Because I think the team did think about that to be a team. It's just not really good enough for anybody who has that stuff to really just run those. You are running lots of really outdated figs. But that would be that set, because it does some stuff for if you have just that team. Would be them, Private Laquay, let's see, Private Laquay, Ernest Laquay, Rita Laquay, which Rita's just kind of like an AoE Private Laquay. I mean, I think he is definitely better than, or she's definitely better than him, but still only really good early on. Then you would have a Neo Laquay, Captain Neo Laquay, and then DJ Captain Mary Laquay. So you'd have those, so you'd have two much later figs, two about year-old figs, and one like day one fig in the team. I think that could be kind of interesting. You do have a lots of healing, reviving going on there with Mary. That'd be kind of tough, and a Neo could be kind of a tough tank. And I guess others could be kind of tough to deal with early on, though if you're not putting on a lot of stuff like debuffs on his team before he taunts, he's not going to have damage invulnerability, so like it should still probably not be too bad, though it could be like a really hard one to do early on. And he's also one layout of the teams I was talking about for like honestly having both Valiant and Scarlet on the same team is pretty good. It makes Redbeard go off quite a bit, but like you get them from the same store, so like you ideally wouldn't probably have both of them at the same time. Well, he comes back here in a second, so that's actually not that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and pop this on you. He can bring Slimer back here, hopefully. Well, maybe not now, because he has... Okay. I think we might have to redo this one. Yeah, I'm just going to redo it right quick. It's an easy enough one to do, but pirates can still be annoying later in the game. Just how much Redbeard can just do. No, I just disarmed all of you. All that. Like, I mean, I guess some of the later stuff can really hard counter that, but it can still be just kind of annoying. Especially too, because it's RNG, like you can use him and he doesn't like ever counter sometimes. It's just like, why you do this to me? Let's go and do this again. I might be smart to do something else early on, but let's just slow them down. Pop of that. I guess we'll do this to yourself, because he might just come over here and kill you. Okay, you did lots better this time. But yeah, I think that team could be kind of interesting. It would use a decent bit of the newer stuff and a team that I think the new team wanted to see get used, but that's like just nobody's using. I mean, I don't think anybody is really running the latest Liquay team, so it lets you a chance to fight something you probably never get to see, which I think would be a really cool thing. In addition to that, I also thought of a different team. Basically, it would be kind of like the go-to Buccaneer team with some of the new stuff also mixed in. Though, to also make it a little bit more interesting, I think I would swap out Forbidden Island and actually stick in the... Probably gonna die now? Yep. I really don't want to have to revive you, but I don't want to do this again, so I'm just gonna go ahead and kill you now. Really? You decided to go ahead and taunt so you can kill the rest of my team before I can kill you, probably. Basically, it would be like a redo of this with some of the new stuff mixed in by you targeting him. You should be targeting Redbeard. But yeah, I can do stupid stuff. I guess I have to revive you now too. Oh well, I'll just go ahead and spin. I want to get done with this node. But it would be Raft Raiders, so make it simple. Don't make it too challenging. Raft Raiders, you would have Neo and Mary on there. You would have Redbeard. You would have... I think I might throw on Bart and Darwin. Or maybe Redbeard, Argenta, and Darwin, or something like... Some of the old cast or old pirates with the two latest pirates, but not like the best stuff to use with them. Okay, this should be an easy enough node to do here. Go ahead and use you. And we're not fighting Redbeard, so they're not going to just like spin us to death like he always does. But I think some of those teams could be kind of fun. Would also like to do another team with the latest like Imperial stuff as well, but have it be a standalone thing. Basically be like the part 1 to the Imperial stuff whenever you fight those, but just make it be a little bit more interesting. It would basically be... I keep going back and forth of which one would be kind of best. Remember, maybe you make a couple of these, kind of just mix in a couple different things. That could be kind of fun. But it would be definitely non-such an earnest. And then you would have the latest, the El Dorado Fortress. You'd have that. Just have that in there to make them kind of give them the good set for Imperials. And then I think I would also throw on Vita. So she came out with Honest, and that would be kind of interesting to see them all mixed together. Actually have her, like one of the lesser Imperial figs mixed in there with some of the other good Imperial stuff. Going to remove him, exit. Let's work on you next. And then also I think throw in, I was thinking like who else would be maybe fair? Maybe also throw on Governor and Lay. That might be kind of an interesting team. That said, I think it'd also be interesting to throw on LeQuay as well, because he has his like sister on there to have like 2 basic level attackers. And then I don't know, maybe you throw on Valiant as well to have like the 2 earliest Imperials, because I feel like Governor and Lay might should be used as like a couple, because they're not a couple, but father and daughter. I think that would work out neatly. Let's see, I was going to swap out you for somebody else. Who do I want to use here? I don't know, Masako sounds like it might be kind of fun. Go ahead and throw on my allies Willa. And let's proceed on here. But I think something like that to have like, here's some new stuff, but not try to make like the most overpowered team. Not like here's all like the best pirate characters, the best pirate set. Like have like a new buck only team, but throw on Raft Raiders. I think stuff like that could be kind of neat. I don't think the latest Imperial stuff is like completely that strong, especially with non-such passive the way it currently is. But throw that in there with maybe some of the old stuff or some of the other stuff. I don't think any of this will be kind of too annoying. Although I guess Slave, she keeps on reviving people after you kill them. That could be really annoying, but that's so RNG, it's really kind of hard to like say if that's going to happen or not. But something like that could be kind of fun and to give you the chance to like encounter those things. Because I don't know how many people actually honestly have the latest pirate stuff, but I don't think you really see it getting run too often. Having a chance to fight that in Brixpedition I think would be really cool. Give you a chance to fight some of these different teams. Also, let's give you the chance to actually test out stuff against them too. Because some of the stuff, like, people might like it more if they had more of a chance to test it out. Maybe people might find it a little bit more interesting. You can try out using other teams against them, maybe just besides like the best team, because you're not doing like Sweaty Arena. So it's not like too big of a deal if you lose or not. I mean, you just back out before you die and then like you didn't lose. Like, oh, she attacked and just fell over dead. But something like that I think could be honestly pretty fun. Now I want to do something like that with some other things. Like I want to throw on my idea of a really good updated King's Court team. Which also I think could be really strong, but I think under the AI it's going to be just like utterly terrible. But people have like the chance to try out testing some of them. So that would basically be Royce, Lionel, Guarded In, Magisto, Brutus, and and Princess Storm. Throw them on there to get you like a chance to try out the, I guess like the best Guarded In or the best King's Court stuff. So nice finishing those day one. Is this ready? Yes, it is. I don't think we're going to do this. Pretty sure we definitely can't do that one, but let's go ahead and go in here. Actually, I think I could maybe beat this. I don't think this is going to work, but let's go for it. Yeah, let's see if this gets us number 2. It's either going to work or it's going to die very early on and we out. So it's going to either work very early on or I'm going to die and not like meet the time anyways. Okay. So with that, heal, speed up. Honestly, very annoying, but she might be able to save us. Nope, she sits on for 2 turns. Okay, we've already lost. So let's go and pop some ults. Oh, sure, why not? Ooh, yeah, let's go and get some payback on everybody. I could keep you alive, or I can go ahead and work on more stuff for you. You want to cleanse all that? Yep. But we should all now heal from that. Okay, you pop this. Although whenever she gets her ult back, she can take care of that. He's now invincible. I would really like him to actually have his ult. You won't be able to kill him. Give me all that. I don't know. I'm gonna make you stronger. Okay, you just removed all our buffs. You also just removed all your buffs. And, okay, we lost him. As is expected when facing this team. If I could use more things early on, like if I could use a turn 1 Willa, turn 1 or 2 Magisto, like, maybe we could have done that a little bit better, but that's kind of to be expected when fighting them. But I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom. I think I want to do a little bit more. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but I think I'm having kind of fun. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna put the chip there. We go. Actually, no. I'm not thinking about what. Got a minute leftover Halloween candy. Okay. Let's see, what's it do now? Make me a Rolo. An individually wrapped Rolo. I think we have left over 4 events. Good minutes. Alright, look at you. Do a little bit more of you. I was gonna double check what my stuff even is. See, what do I need for you? I think I just need him at 4 stars. Which I think he's getting kind of close. I need the next money bag to come out, but maybe in a couple days. I mean, I can buy 5 tiles of him too. I'm getting a decent bit of currency a day. Not too bad. You, I think I need them both at 5 stars. Take a little bit for both of them, though. Lionel's doing, I think, pretty good towards that. I'm at 73, so that gets you at 23 out of 75. I mean, not that close, but like you're getting decently there. Monster Butler is almost even just unlocked anyways. Really happy about that. I have this unlocked. It's been definitely a little while till I even get over there with you. because you need him at 5 stars. But I think I actually don't mind getting him to 5 stars. This is the same unlock stuff, which isn't too bad. Who do I have here? I have 10. I'll take 10 of you. And of course I have just 5 of you, and you need all of that stuff at 5. So it'll be a while if I actually get to that. But that would probably be an anniversary reward at some point. So like, oh well, depending on what we get for Christmas, I really do think whatever is going to be at the end of the Christmas or the anniversary brick pace is probably going to be that stuff. I think there's a really good chance it's going to be that. I'll farm more of those. Nobody really needs them, but I don't know, somebody might. And then they're going to have those. It'll take a long time to farm. But yeah, I feel like Jestro's going to be last year's Malok. Gold is still pretty good, but I think Jestro is better. I think Gold's going to be a little bit before that. Though whatever we get for Christmas could also be like high tier enough it might be worth putting it into that brick pace. It's just without knowing what that stuff is, it's kind of hard to say. I do want to make a video going over what we might actually get like for the anniversary, like what's going to be kind of on what node. I think 200 gems, not bad. Yeah, a little light on them right now, but everything's mostly good. But yeah, I feel like Jestro or whatever they add in next will be probably into that. Also, you have to look out for which one of these you buy. If you actually bought the wrong one, because they might be the same color, that'd be kind of bad. Make sure nothing good bag-wise is here still, yeah. Make sure like the 25 or 250 one's not coming back. Hero growth. Still have these. Oh, actually no, this one wasn't really tempting. These are kind of never tempting. I mean, 10 tiles isn't too bad. There was, I think, a one that did give you, like 75 tiles of film. Like, I actually wouldn't mind maybe buying that one. All of those. Surprised you don't have one for Slimer. Interesting, you have a couple of these cheaper ones. Interesting. Not event, so I'm gonna look at hero bundle. Yeah, sorry, event bundles. Man, if they give you more, I don't think $10 for 10 of them is really that good. I mean, hey, this was at least a little bit better because you get 20 tiles, but still, even then, I don't know, it's a better way to spend money. Like this one. This is the thing, honestly, it's kind of tempting. Although, honestly, I still think this was a great deal. When it first released, you get to get all 3 of the figs unlocked, and at least to 3 stars. Not that great, but honestly, for $100, I think there's worse ways to get some stuff. You at least got all 3 of what was released then new. We get all 3 of them. Honestly, pretty good. Not too bad. It gets you a little bit there, though you don't actually unlock her. I think definitely lesser here, especially with his lower unlock cost, but I think he's also just not as good. That one's okay. If you could buy maybe more than one of these, perhaps. I'd say I think he's actually kind of good, so this is probably not that bad. $50 for just one of those. I mean, I guess you get him unlocked and you get him up higher, but I do think getting the other 2 also unlocked is also pretty good. 15. Yeah. Hey, you get 15 tiles of him. I guess not too bad there. That's to say, I think I still going to go ahead and just buy the one that gets me all of them. I'm going to spend about that much. I mean, I guess you don't always have that much though. And she's kind of nice. A little bit hard to get. Definitely not worth a zombie. Very interesting one. Might be kind of worth it to a new player. I guess could be kind of worth it early on, but it's not that hard of a set to come by. 75 tiles for $30. That's a little bit more worth it. They're not really worth it, but hey, that definitely will speed you up kind of a bit there. Now, pure curiosity, I'm gonna see how much is the gems. Because I think at one time some of these was like half off. I think this was like $10 for a bunch. Because I was like eyeballing one of these at one time. I was like, it might be. I mean, I might could jump $10. I don't know if I actually need that many gems. I just want to see if there was like an extra good sale today. But yeah, I guess this is maybe it. I like maybe do some other things. So I think I'm going to do some stuff off of this. I have some other games I want to kind of play tonight. And I think I might go to bed a little bit early and work on a couple other things. Yeah, my phone's at 8%. So yeah, I think we're definitely going to hop on off. But this was really fun. It was a fun stream. The Discord should be linked in the description below for this video. If I did it correctly, edit. Yeah, the Discord is linked below, so that is there. This is I still feel like streaming. I might continue playing other games. I still like streaming. That's a fun little error there. But yeah, if anybody wants to talk about some other stuff, feel free to hop onto that. I will probably post the calendar in full there sometime later tonight. As it is right now, I'm not just straight up posting the stuff there. Somebody I think added me somewhere. Who added me on here? I'm not sure if this was there, if it's going to get discounted even further. What? Oh, somebody asked if Lego Brawls is worth it. Okay, but yeah, we'll try to drop this calendar sometime, and I might even try to making a full video going over it a little bit later. It's just I didn't really have time today, and I'm like, I'll still have to stream. It's Halloween, did some work and other stuff too. But yeah, just see once more over on the calendar. October 28th, November 9th, 4th Alumni Days. October 31st, November 12th is Ghosts and Goblins Part 1. That's mentioned on the calendar, just re-mentioning it again. November 11th to November 23rd is Collectibles Journey. November 14th and November 23rd is Your Majesty Master Event. It's the Magisto Master Event that we did mine a bit ago. Collectibles. I have a video going over the different nodes for that. Might do another one if they have been updated, because I can see maybe they might add some of the newest stuff. They waited to adding it. They waited to add it in. After they added in an update, they added in new characters, but these characters weren't in the files beforehand, so they couldn't have been in the event before, so they might have updated the event, perhaps. I can see adding in Monster Butler to a few nodes or something. And then November 25th, December 7th is Tyranny of Justice, so the Imperial / now just General Pirates. That event is being rerun as well, going into December 7th. That leads me to believe that we're going to probably have 2 events in December, new, I guess, on that calendar. Not sure who we might get. Honestly, we've had lots of stuff run recently. Maybe Mind Games. Maybe Malicious Malice. Those we're probably going to have holiday break. Either later or earlier, because I mean we could be getting something else updated. I feel like we're going to get at least a Christmas update, probably that, but could be a different event or it could be a new event. Not sure, but that one's probably going to at least be one of the ones run. We're probably going to get that plus one other one. Don't really know when that is. Then also one other final thing to mention is Login Rewards is Chili Costume Fan. A lot of people already know that because somebody's ahead time zones. And Tournament is Chili Costume Fan for a bit longer. No specifics there. And then a bit later, Mr. Gold. Well, honestly, it's Tournaments, Chili Costume Fan, and a bit later, Mr. Gold. So I don't know how much a bit later is. Might be one more run. Could run 3 more times. Who knows? But the next reward change over in tournaments will be Mr. Gold. So if anybody is looking for good collectibles to get, you will soon be getting Mr. Gold as a tournament reward. I expect those to be extra, like, maybe not toxic, but probably be lots more competitive, because he is a little bit more of a desired fig. The editing tiles for him was pretty good. If I had to guess later, I would probably say it might be a Neo and DJ Mary, since we're having the Pirates come back next. That might be the next thing to really put in that haven't been run yet, besides I guess Lionel, Royce, Fright Night, and this newest stuff. I think those would be kind of likely. So we might be getting those as well. But I'll try to repost this stuff on the Discord later. And thank you for those who came out. It was really fun doing this tonight. Got to talk about lots of different things. And I think this was pretty fun. It mostly stayed on LEGO Legacy stuff. So if you want to talk a little bit more, feel free to join the Discord in the description below. Next stream will probably be Friday. I might do one Wednesday. I will probably try leveling up the most recent stuff when the money bags drop, which is probably going to be Wednesday. Most of them have been recently, like the good money bags. Try to get some of these figs geared up and probably at least leveled up to level 50 so I can mess around with them a little bit in Brixpedition. And I might try doing a stream Wednesday once I have those things leveled up enough to kind of use them somewhat in Brixpedition and do a little stream. Definitely won't be able to do it Wednesday or Thursday. Well, I might do one late Thursday after my work meeting. But I have a doctor's appointment that afternoon, and then I'm going to have my own work meeting that I host myself that Thursday. A meeting before that with some other people to show off some stuff to them. Friday I normally do ones. I kind of be on the lookout to do one Friday like normal. Tomorrow I'm just kind of a little bit busy. I guess I could, but we're not going to have the money back, so probably not. So definitely stream unless anything comes up Friday. Probably one this Wednesday or Thursday, messing around with a little bit of the new stuff. So that's really it for plans. Oh, still working on the idea for new possible chill figs. Dev team did tell me they have already picked out what they're going to be adding in for the next update. But they did want me to send it on over regardless, and we'll try to get something made up for that. Might make up a video for this calendar, might not, I don't know. I can't do this stream for it, so I might not do a video on that. And then try to do something at some point talking about speculation for what we might be getting for anniversary, or what that might potentially look like. And I guess if we ever find out a little bit more about if the Magister Master event's getting updated or not, we'll try to do something about that. But I guess it depends if we actually find anything or not in regards to that. So without further ado, Betuor Gripley finally getting off, and I said that about like 5-10 minutes ago. But I think we finally reached the point where I can finally get off now. So thank you all for coming out to this. I hope to see you in maybe a future stream. Those will be linked on my Discord. Might put us sometime in the LEGO Legacy Discord. I don't want to spam too much in this. I don't do it all the time. And I guess that's really it. So without further ado, goodbye, have a wonderful day, and happy Halloween. Bye-bye.